Of the Harrison County Board of Education. At this point in time, we'll stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. No special recognitions or presentations. Are there any delegations this evening? All right. This takes us down to superintendent's update, which I think we have good news this evening.
Mr. President, we do have some good news. As perhaps you're aware, the School Building Authority of the State of West Virginia gave $6.13 million today to the Harrison County Board of Education, of which we will be utilizing that to renovate and make major renovations to the United High School. By the way, if any of you have heard that, and I think I heard on the news today as I was driving that it was going to be called the New Gore Elementary. Not necessarily. That will be still left up to a vote of both schools. So just so you all know that. And colors and all that is still yet to be determined. But they did refer to it as Gore. So if anybody asked you, it's not necessary. It could still be whatever the two the voting of both schools. That will be the name of the school. Okay. And like I said, they funded three.
I think it was in the paper too.
Yeah,
For
they funded 3 projects, and we were one of them.
Who were the other two?
Fayette and Marion. So you're right. It was a good day. And it was a quick day.
Yeah.
Sat down, looked at each other, got the money, walked out.
It's the best kind of day.
The best kind of day because we were in. I know where we were going in.
I said somebody,
Don't ask any questions.
We were
I
home
sent
before lunch.
somebody a text, I said, well, Doc's buying.
That's right.
No, yeah. Let's get that straight. All right, Mr. President, that's really all I have. That's any update I have.
Okay. All right. This brings us down to approval of consent items. Wait, Ms. Messenger, do you have anything for UTC?
No, not really. The only thing from UTC is, and I think it was announced in the paper as well, that Doddridge County is building a new facility to house their CTE. Several of them emphasizing they're trying to do HVAC and plumbing and oil rig specific courses. So other than that, which I think is a wonderful thing for them too. So.
Are they planning to drop out of the UHC?
No,
Once
no.
it's up?
No, I think they're just going to house 1 or 2 programs.
Oh, okay.
And not programs we're already offering at UTC. These are, I think they want to do the
Something
aerospace. I think
Yeah,
they were talking about the aerospace.
fall.
And by the way, I did have a conversation the other day, and I told him to get on a January or February agenda with a former board member of the Clarksburg Water Board, so I went to their Christmas party, and they talked to me about the possibility of doing a water operators CTE class.
Sure.
And so maybe we can, since they're in close proximity to Byrd, maybe Byrd can do that, and then the Clarksburg Water Board partner with them. Because there's a big need for water, Class 2 water operators.
Well, that's everywhere. That was
Yeah.
unfortunately one of the first things that shut down Timberline Resort, at Maple Lake.
Yeah.
We have to have
So
that.
they're real interested in funding a partnership with us.
Well, I will add a little humor to everything and thank Jimmy Lopez and Frank, you'll get a kick out of this. The new bus route or bus leave off at Maple Lake is at the clubhouse. And nobody comes and picks up their kids, maybe 1 or 2 people, because they're down there and they're safe. Well, fortunately, my house is right there. And so I've been coming home at about the same time. And it's just, I have to tell you, so nice to see the kids. It's like a neighborhood. They all go their way with their friends to go to their houses. And then all of a sudden I saw a few more parents showing up. And I realized it was me and my cargo van. I would like sit there and think, this is so nice. And I'd park and I'd watch them. And then I started seeing more parents. Little did they know it was a board member, but it was in my big old cargo van. And you could see parents like looking like, who is the creep?
You got free candy on this?
Free candy on that side there. But anyway, it was kind of funny because I'd been enjoying watching them get off of the bus, and all of a sudden I saw parents.
I'm glad the parents were well aware.
Well, first they weren't, now they are, but it's just really nice to see that neighborhood thing again, where before there was probably like 15 cars bottlenecked up at the front, and it was just so dangerous. But now you don't even see parents there, you know, it's safe, and they like walk to their houses on their own. It's just really nice to see it, and I wanted to thank you for that.
Thank you very much. All right. Moving on, this takes us to approval of consent items. Is there a motion to approve the consent items as presented by the superintendent? Mr. Hamrick has made the motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Hoag has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This brings us to new business. Item A is contract between Michael Matthews, BCBA LLC, and the Harrison County Board of Education. Is there a motion to accept the contract agreement between Michael Matthews and the Harrison County Board of Education?
So moved.
Mr. Doherty has made the motion to accept the contract. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Hamrick has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item B, out-of-state professional leave requests and out-of-state travel study requests. Is there a motion to approve the out-of-state professional leave and out-of-state travel study requests as recommended?
So moved.
Mr. Hoag has made the motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Messenger has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion? If there's no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There is no old business. There is no policy updates. This brings us to personnel. Is there a motion to accept the personnel agenda as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Mr. Hoag has made the motion to accept the personnel agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Doherty has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion?
The only discussion is, I did see on there where we're going to lose our nutrition man, Mr. C, and I think at some point before he leaves, he ought to be recognized at a board meeting for the outstanding job that he's done and brought to Harrison County.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah, if we can't talk him into staying, bring him in.
Bring him in to recognize him. Okay. Is there any further discussion?
Is this the retirement, early retirement phase right now?
it's February, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of
From
Feb-
here to February?
Yeah,
They're notifying us now.
This is where they get the extra incentive,
$500
yeah, to retire.
notifies them.
and after
They have
taxes,
to work through the rest of the year, but they have to notify us.
And how many have we had on that incentive?
I know of two. We've
Okay.
got a couple on this one, but they're retiring now.
Okay.
January.
So they're not eligible for
Yeah, they won't be eligible for the bonus.
Oh,
Those will appear on the March agenda.
okay, okay. That's what, I guess that was my question.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations.
I might add, Mr. President, members of the board, we have the Melissa Nelson family over there, and she, tonight you just approved her being the assistant principal at Mountaineer Middle School. She did an outstanding job, and I was touched the way when I came out, and we came out to talk to you, Mr. Rogers and I, and how appreciative you were, and how you, the only thing she asked is can she call her husband? Can I do that, Dr. May? Can I do it right now? So I just thought you'd like to know that. That's all she wanted to do, so, because I hadn't had a chance to talk to some of the other ones who weren't successful, and we try to let everybody know, and she said, can I just call my husband? I said, absolutely, go call him right now. So-
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, so I have one item I'd like to ask. Is there a set date that Elena Conrad is going to, or Elena Jenkins is going to be starting?
She's
She's already started? Okay, so she's working, okay, good.
She's
She's
there.
far ahead of you, she's backing up.
All right, there you go.
And she did in fact, she was doing a story today. She came in and interviewed me about the SBA, and she said, and Todd, give a quick update. I've been in there several times, and she's been sitting there, and she's pretty prolific. Is that what you told me?
She's flying. First week, she wrote 12 stories.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome.
I don't know if we could do this, but just because there were so many on this position, so many different ideas and stuff, I would like to see, like she just said, you just said 12 stories. I would like to see what we're doing with this position if possible. Just in the beginning, if she could come to one board meeting, you know, and let us know what exactly she's doing, what her plans are.
Or copies of the stories or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, just so we know what's going on, and we know this position is what we all envisioned, and, you know, I just think that would be a good thing, like we have the finance and everyone here, and I'm not saying this is something that should continue, but just in the beginning so that so we all think that she's on the right track and everybody's on the same page, basically, if that would be possible.
Sure.
I don't think.
I'll make it happen.
Okay. All right. It's 10 after. It's 11 after. I tried to bring us to at least 10 after. So at this point in time, if there's no other business, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Mr. Hoag has made the motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second?
Mr. Doherty has seconded the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Hoag,
Children of peace, go in peace.
meeting adjourned.
And Merry Christmas to all.
Christmas all.
I think you had a
So that